So yes, so do you guys have any questions on our previous classes, like in that yesterday's class?
Yeah, Vikrant, I have one question. So yesterday you spoke about that there were three kinds of neural networks. One was fast forward, second was convolutional, and the third was recurrent. Correct. So the
Yes.
first one you spoke was fast forward. So is it
Hmm.
like half of that epoch that we spoke about? The epoch is fast forward progression and then back progress. So is it like just the data goes in the from input to hidden to output? It doesn't go back. There is no reverse cycle.
No.
Is it like that?
Yes, there is no reverse cycle. Like it is always, we don't have any reverse cycle. Okay, so in all the networks.
So that is like half epoch. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So whoever have tried at least blogging, what is that? What is the computer vision? What is that? Deep learning applications. What is deep learning at least? Did you guys get a chance to look into that? No? A little bit in the sense how much? So what you have blogged, like what you have understood. So just can you please explain us? Okay, no problem. So just a quick recap. So yesterday I have explained what is deep learning and what is the base theorem of the deep learning, on which network it is running, and what is the basic principle of this deep learning. So these things I have explained it, right? So today we are just talking about a deep learning applications. So yesterday what I wrote, like for the deep learning applications.
So deep learning requires GPU.
I'm asking about the applications of deep learning. This is the two things which
Yeah.
which I which I presented right yesterday. That is computer visions and NLP. What do I mean by computer vision? As per the name, just tell me what is computer vision. I don't need any theoretical definition. I don't need any exact definition of that. I just need what is computer vision from, like by seeing this name, what will comes into your mind. Computer means it's a machine, right? What do you mean by vision? Vision is nothing but what? It's just a visual which machine is going to view, correct? So the computer vision is let me open it in the presentation mode. Just a second. Yeah. So what is this? What is this symbol about? This is like I, right? And this is machine. You can see like this is a computer. So computer with this eye, you can call it as computer vision. So human can see the objects, or you can see human can view anything by his eyes. Correct? In the same way, machines also could have some eyes. In which format? That is also in the machine format only, right? So we can see the CC cameras or cameras. Okay. So we're using that camera, we can pass the visuals to our machines. Okay. It could be live streaming or it could be a store recorded. By any way, we can give the visual to your machines, right? So then your machine is going to understand what is it. which image it is, what it represents. So everything it is going to think, right? So human also doing the same thing, right? Human first is going to see the visual. Okay, so you can see this picture. Okay, so human visual system and computer visual system, how it works. Let's say in the world we have uh, multiple different fruits, right? How we are going to identify which is banana, which is apple, which is orange, all these things. How you are going to identify? First, by using our eye, that is actually sensing devices, we can call it as. By using our eye, we can see which fruit it is, right? So once it is done, then so that sensing device is like observing that yeah, this is one of that fruit, and it sends a message. It is sends a message to your human brain by the neural network always. Anyhow, right? So once it is done, so your brain is already trained with these kinds of fruits, right? So your brain is already trained with all these patterns. So your brain is easily able to understand which is apple, which is orange, and which is banana, right? So once it is analyzed, so it is going to their brain is going to start predicting and telling the results by telling the results from your from mouth. Like this is banana, this is orange. So like that, it's going to identify that object in the same way. So this is human behavior, right? What does the AI means? So bringing the human behaviors to the machine learning is nothing but an AI. So this is also we need to bring in. So here you can see the computer vision system, how it works. That's why I'm going to say that this is one of the best AI application, that is computer vision in the deep learning. So here we have an input. So as a sensing device, we have some cameras. So we are continuously passing the inputs to our interpreting machines by capturing the videos or images by the cameras, and system is going to generate. So if the model was trained like the computer vision, like our NLP or deep learning models were trained, right, in your system, so your system is going to identify which is banana, which fruit it is. Basically, it's going to identify the objects correctly, right? See here you can see bowl, orange, bananas, lemon, all these things is an output. It's going to identify which fruits it is. So in that way, we brought the human behavior to the machines, right? This is what is computer vision. Okay, so here you can see computer vision leverages the artificial intelligence to allow computers to obtain meaningful data from visual inputs such as photos and videos. The insights gained from computer visions are then used to take automated actions, just like AI gives computers the ability to think. Computer vision allows them to see. This is what the computer visions. Do you guys and get what the computer vision it is exactly?
Yes, sir.
Yep. So it's anyhow like if you guys said yes, you guys able to understand the computer vision. Now tell me your some live examples of computer visions which you have seen in your day-to-day life, or are you near places where these computer visions applications are installed. So yesterday I given an example, right? That is in the ATM centers. So automated alarms. So in the same way, you can see multiple examples. Now you guys can start telling that examples.
Online exam.
Uh-huh.
Online exam.
Online
Test.
exam, how it could be.
It captures the image, and if we're not in the frame, it will give an warning and all that.
Captures the I didn't get like how it could be online exams. Can you please explain how you are relating?
Or healthcare,
Mhm.
healthcare,
Okay, in healthcare, how it is going to be used?
using CT scan images, it can detect or diagnose something like that.
Okay. Okay, so if you have any reports and all, we can pass that image to that machine
Uh-huh.
and saying that, yeah, like if this is the pattern, yeah, we can say that, yeah, the bones are fractured or not. So like that,
It
we
can
can easily
prevent
identify.
false diagnosis
Uh,
like that.
okay.
So because I have a question here, would you count scanning the QR code here? I mean, as a part of this visual input?
QR code again, yes, we can do that, but it's not purely computer vision or AI. Okay, in the QR code, what happened? You're just going to scan the QR code. The QR code is generated by with some sequence number, so that it is going to identify. So we need some predictions, right?
Okay, okay.
You can relate that, right? Like human count in the ATM machines. What it is doing, it's just predicted how many members were there, how many humans visual we can get in the inside of the ATM. So like that it is. Like that any other applications.
Door dash cam, dash cams basically,
Huh? Come
dash
again?
cams. I mean, the camera on the car to identify if the movement of resources and then automatic braking is getting applied, right, in the latest cars.
Yes. So these are driverless cars, right?
ADAS.
Basically.
Yeah,
So
not purely driverless. If you say take uh, our XUV 700, in case if there is a lane change and if there is
ADAS,
an
ADAS.
line that is detected, it automatically alerts the driver that we are moving out of the lane. Or if they
yes.
identify an object which is less than certain distance, a brake would be applied. Uh, yeah, it is not completely autonomous driverless driving, but yeah, support kind of 360. 360.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. That is also one of the good
Because I think the more appropriate usage will be like at the public places like airports or like that, where the security agencies use it to scan whichever the passenger is going. So is it anyone who has any kind of criminal where they have some sort of a warrant or something like that, then it is primarily I think used over there.
So in there what happened, right? Like it is just scanning like the like person's photos and all. Just it is going to match with the people who have the criminal records. If it is matched, it is saying that yes. If it is not matched, no. So it is not completely trained on that. Okay, it's just in a matching with the figures like photos.
No, in Hyderabad airport now they just scan the person who is going in at the entry, and internally when you move around, right, you don't
Hmm?
actually need to show any of your ID card. Your face detection would be your entry point to the security and other areas.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. So I was also visiting the Hyderabad airport, but I have never experienced it. Like in the last year, I was there in I
No,
came to.
recently they implemented last. I was there 3 months back or 4 months back. It was not there, but a month back when I visited, now you can scan your face at the entry, like when the security check is letting you in. Um, so once they scan, and at the other points, you don't need to show any documents or anything.
Okay, that's nice. Nice. Instead of we going and showing the passport and again eating like some 10-15 minutes time like automation. See like how automation is making our lives easy. Then so another one is like in the traffic signals, right? So in the traffic signals we have some they have installed some cameras. It is continuous like capturing the cameras. Like if you cross the signals, then what happened? It is easily capturing that that vehicle photo and identifying that car number, or like a vehicle, any vehicle's number, and it is easily going to put a fines, right? So like that of like that is also like a good examples in the computer vision.
Yes, yes. Fast camera.
Good exam, good applications of the computer vision, so that
Your voice is not
so like
coming,
that we have
Vikrant.
like thousand in the yeah. So are you guys audible now?
Yeah,
Yes,
now you're
Guru.
audible. Yeah, in between you are not.
Okay. So in the same way, we can easily get like nearly thousands of examples in the real world. Okay, so that's what it is like computer vision, not in a simple one. You cannot learn in a month or also. Okay, so that like you can see like live examples in this way, like how it is building and what is it like. Anyhow, you know that computer vision, what is the computer visions and all. So later on you can start looking at like how these applications was built. Like you can start building your own POCs within a small example. We don't need any live streaming data, right? So you can just capture a one photo and say that yeah, this is the picture, and just start identifying the vehicle number. Like automatically it should capture the vehicle number, right? And write your Python code too. If it is once it is captured, put a fine on that. So like that you can start thinking in that way, like what is the core technology which they have using. That core technology you have to bring in. Later on, that front end creation and installation, everything will be taken care by another team. So as per the data scientist, you need to bring the core technology of that. That's it. Okay, so yes, so it's again a research, like it's a good topics for the research. Start thinking in that way and moving ahead. Okay, so the next here it is applications of the computer visions. So first one is traffic sign detector, as we have discussed, and object detection. Computer vision can be used to detect and classify the objects such as road signs and traffic lights, as you mentioned in the cars example. And retailer, that is computer vision can be used for self-checkout, automatic replacement, and intelligent video analytics. Okay, and then agriculture field as well, like computer vision can be used for drone based crop monitoring and automatic spraying. Okay, so in the agriculture also we can use this computer vision applications. So other applications of the computer vision includes like facial recognition, if you see in the face lock, like these kinds of application, and self-driving cars, robotics automation, and medical anomaly detection, and sports performance analysis, manufacturing fault detection, and plant species classifications. So like that we have many more applications in the world. You just start analyzing the use cases. That's it. Okay. So at least if you are not able to build any new things, okay, start thinking, start analyzing the existing use cases. Existing use cases in the sense, let's say object detection. How we can do the object detection using Python computer visions. So we have a nearly we will get a nearly hundreds of projects on that. Start looking into that. Maybe in the Kaggle or GitHub, you may find hundreds of examples for that. We don't need any superman to give the examples and all. Start using it. Start at least you don't need to build it. Like just go through the what are the steps they have used, what is the algorithms, what is the Python libraries which they are going to using, and what is the process that you need to think, that you need to check. It's the same process like data science process only, but the algorithms are different and the networks and everything will be different. But only thing you need to do is you should use the GPUs, can't use the CPUs. So in the CPUs, it won't work. Okay. Means you need some Google, you need some cloud account. So from the cloud account, you can create like any notebooks. Maybe you can use Google Colapse if you wants to execute any sort of these computer vision or deep learning applications. You can use Google Colapse. In the Google Colapse, you can enable the GPUs instead of CPUs. You can enable the GPUs and start using it.
So this Google Colab is free, Vikrant?
Yes, it's a free.
Okay.
But
Okay.
again, if you want to store some data or anything, again, you need to buy in a GCP cloud.
Okay. Okay. So one more thing here, like when we have one hidden layer, I mean, we can have multiple hidden layers. So one GPU is like one hidden layer or one node over there.
Yeah, 1
How
GB is enough for a complete structure. Okay. So it based on the data size it requires. It is not
Okay.
like in a Spark. Okay. So in the Spark architecture, these things are different. So I think you are comparing this within a Spark architecture. It's a different things.
No,
Okay.
I'm comparing one node, like one hidden layer might have multiple nodes over there.
Yes,
So
multiple nodes.
So like one GPU, we can correlate it to one hidden layer or one node over there.
Yeah, one hidden layer. It's going for a complete structure. So that
Okay.
hidden, that nodes and everything will be getting created based upon your data only, right? So it is not restricted to, yeah, we should have a node 15 hidden, 15 nodes or 20 nodes. It depends on the data. Like if we are providing a very good data and if you have training within a good model, okay, then it is going with creating a good net of nodes.
Yeah. So I'm talking about the provisioning, how you do the provisioning of GPU based on the number of hidden layers. That's what I want to ask you.
Yeah, based on the data, you can provide the provision for your GPUs. If you think like if the data is very big, then you can go with a good GPUs.
Okay.
Yeah. So if we cannot like that like that nodes and the hidden layer nodes creation, everything will be depends on your data size.
Okay.
Cool. Unnecessary, we should not use like more GPUs, right? So if the data is high, then it is definitely going to consume very good computations. Cool. Then this is all about the computer visions. So we have some disadvantages as well in the computer vision. What are those? Let's see. There is no technology that is free from flaws, right? Still, we don't have any other technologies which doesn't containing any disadvantages. So like that, our computer vision also have some disadvantages, some drawbacks. Let's see it. First is lack of specialists. Companies need to have teams of highly trained professionals with deep learning of the difference with deep learning knowledge. This is what the market requires. So we have a lack of specialists. So the reason, because it's not on a small one, like it's on a very vast subject, right? Like, so if you want to research more on that, okay, you can find on a new example, new applications kind of thing. So that's the reason. So market is facing lack of specialists in the computer vision field. Okay. The another one is need for regular monitoring. So sometimes machine can also do some mistakes, right? So whatever the things which you are going, like you don't know like what is the data and like what is the data behavior and all. You have set your machines to some guidelines and you are saying like, yeah, data should be like this only, the output should be like this only. But sometimes if you get a very unexpected data, if it is captured, then what happened? Then obviously it is going to predict in a wrong prediction because it's a machine. It's not on a human to understand whether it is right or wrong. At least it's a machine. So that what we need a regular monitoring as well to check the results or to check the predictions. That is what it is. So again, we need a human power, human source, right? So that's what we can say it as it's facing a lack of specialists and need for regular monitoring as well. So far so clear. Hello. Okay, I think now you guys have a good idea on what is computer visions. Now we have another applications right here. Just a second. Yeah, we have another applications right. That is NLP, natural language process. Here, the natural language process. What do you mean by natural language process? What is the natural language? It's your knowledge, your language, right? If you are talking English or Hindi or Telugu or Malayalam or Kannada or whatever, that is what the language, right? If you want to process your language, that we can call it as a natural language process. Why we need to process our language? The reason because if you want, let's say, um, if you wants to summarize something, let's say you have a 20 pages of PDF, okay, 20 pages of the story. So out of the 20 pages of the story, that summary could be a one page only, right? How much could be the story? How much big it is? Like how much could be the story it is? We are not caring about that. Just we need a summary of that story. How we can get it? So machines we can give that, what I could say, give that flexibility to our machines, right? Anyhow, it's capturing, so we can easily pass the PDF. Anyhow, we can pass the soft copy to our machines. So the plan is to the machine should read the complete content, and the resulting should be the summary of the content, right? So in the NLP also, so NLP also have a good language models that it is already pre-trained. It means you no need to split the data, you no need to worry about the data, and you no need to train the data manually. It's already we have in a model that is pre-trained model, we can call it as a pre-trained models. Those pre-trained model have the capability to do its job. Let's say we have an transform models like Spacey, BERT, RL-BERT. So these models are easily able to recognize the entities in the sentence. So let's say Vikrant is from India and is working as a data scientist. In this sentence, I wanted to categorize some wordings. Okay, the name of the person is Vikrant. Place, India. Designation, data scientist. So in this way, so we have so many models which is already trained. So we can use the train. You can use the pre-trained models and predict these entities. So with these entities, we can easily get the summaries, right? So we have many good examples on that. So in the large language models, so text summarization is a good example. Okay, so if you give the 20 pages of the PDF to machines, the model can easily predict it, and it can easily tells that, yeah, this is the summary in a 4-5 lines. So if you say like, yeah, if you ask ChatGPT, let's say, if you say like this is the, if you paste that complete story, the 20 pages of the story, and ask that give the summaries in 100 words or in one page, like that, it can easily give the summary of that. How it is going to give? It is trained within large language models. It means these models are already trained with this big word corpus, right? So it is easily capture the most important words and the meaning of that. It is segregating everything and giving some content with the some content as a summary. That's one of the example in the NLP. So you guys can tell me like another examples about this NLPs, which you guys can see in your day-to-day lives. Hello. Can't we identify any one example?
Yeah, language translation, basically, if we give a para or something, Google Lenses would be able to detect and translate it into different language.
Okay. Language translation. Yes. Okay. Next. Image to text conversion. If we have, okay, if you have a document which is scanned, okay, you just take a picture of that hard copy and you have that converted into a PDF. So if you want to make it as an editable format, what we need to do? So again, we need to extract the text, whatever we have on that image, then we can convert this into PDF or editable format, correct? That we can call it as a text extraction. So it's okay, like I think you have seen like in the online, whenever we're working, like convert into a PDF or convert into a Word. If you convert into a Word, like if it is an image, input is an image, you may also get one option within a paid, maybe it is asking for a paid within an OCR, right? So OCR is like also a computer with like this NLP application, that is object characters recognitions, that is OCR. So that's actually a Python library. If you want to build a model on OCR, you can easily build it. That's actually a Python library. So what it is going to do, like if we are provided any images, it have the capability to extract the text out from that. So then it is able to convert that into a word. Maybe you guys can edit it. Right? That is also one of the best and most required example, because if you want to convert the old records, like in the old manner we have a written documents, right? If you want to convert that into a soft copy, these applications is very much needed. We wanted to convert into editable format and we need to save it in a soft copy, right? That's actually another example, another good examples. What else? So nowadays I have seen one example in my mobile. Basically, if I wanted to make any payment, okay, earlier it is asking for a card details and all. Manually, I need to enter the card details, that expiry date, CVV, and everything. But nowadays, what happened? It is also giving some another options to upload an image. Upload an image. If I upload our card front page into that, the field, that is card number and expiry date and CVV, everything is automatically going to be filled. I no need to manually enter that 11 digits or number and everything, the name and everything. So it is easily going to identify what is the card number and what is the card type. It's a Visa or MasterCard, what it is. And it's easily going to identify the expiry dates and the name as well. Right? So I no need to worry about all these things. I can just capture my card, capture the image of my card, and I can simply upload it there. I can easily get the results in format of like automatic filling that form, that payment like debit card or credit card form, right? So this sort of smart application is already installed in your mobiles, right? So whenever like you guys can, whenever you started looking into this advanced technology, you may relate the other applications how it is. So what you guys need to do here is here as well. So you need to you need to extract the core technology of that. That's it. We don't need to install, we don't need to develop it for mobile phones, and we don't need to install it. We don't need that. Just we need a core technology of that. What is the program? What is the library which we are going to use? Let's say if I uploaded a picture, okay, like input for our Python function could be that image. So your function should be produce the card number and everything, right? So from the image to text conversion. So this sort of application is very most important, and it makes um, our customers' lives easy. Is that clear? Yes, voice to text, that is also one of the examples. So if you have any recordings or any audio, you can convert that into text. And you can also use language translation with an audio. Okay. So these kinds of advanced technology, anyhow, you guys are already using. So just you need to bring the core technology, and wherever it is needed, you need to develop that. So this is all about the theoretical sessions of this computer vision, like deep learning. Okay, so I'm just summarizing. So you guys have learned what is deep learning and what is the basic principle of deep learning, and on which inspiration the deep learnings will comes into AI, and what is the deep learning applications, what are the different set of nodes, like connecting nodes we have, and what are the applications, what is computer vision, what is the live examples for the computer visions as well, what is NLP and what is the live examples for NLP. So these things you have a good idea. These things now you guys have a good idea on that. Okay, so maybe I'll give some one examples of this computer visions and NLP in Python. Maybe I'll start looking into like at least one example and just to start explaining on that. Okay, and for the NLP, so it's a text, right? So we also need to do some pre-processing as well, right? For the computer vision also we need to do, but in the NLP also we have to do some text pre-processing, right? So like how we can remove some unwanted characters, how we can remove stop words, lemmatization, all of these things you need to consider. Okay, so tomorrow what I'll do, I'll just bring this NLP examples. Okay, how we can NLP examples, like how we can do text pre-processing, and how we can clean the text at least for predictions and all. Okay, so I'll take a pause for today now. So do you guys have any other question? Please start asking in that. Come on, any questions? Okay, so guys, sorry, actually, in this week and also for the next week, so I may be in and out, off and on. The reason because so I'm going to Germany on this Friday, so that's why I'm also doing some preparation. So it's for like long time, so for about 1 to 1.5 months I'll be there in the Germany. That's under Darmstadt. The reason because of for my business trip I should go. So sometimes I will be there, sometimes I may not be there. Maybe I'll directly ping it on the Telegram channel. So definitely I'll cover all the topics. Maybe I will just extend some days as well, like after your batch also I can take some more days of class. So in this way we need to balance it. So I'm not only dedicated for these classes, but I am an working student, right? So working professional side, so I have to jump into my other professions as well. So I'm going to Germany, so in this week as well, maybe tomorrow also I'm going to my hometowns and doing some preparations. So if I'll just ping it on the Telegram channel, if I would be able to take the class, I will directly take the class. Otherwise I will be informing at the very morning or on the late night as well. I'll ping it on the Telegram channel. So this is for like this week and the next week. So next week, why? Because I wanted to go there and need to settle there for some time, right? So that's the reason. So do you guys have any objections on that? Or will that be okay for you all?
So do you have a class tomorrow, Vikrant?
I'll tell you actually. So I haven't a plan to go somewhere. If I reach my place very early, if I assumes like, yeah, I can reach my place very early, so I will take the class. Otherwise I'll directly ping the Telegram channel.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, and on Friday, Saturday, Sundays also I won't be able to join the calls actually. So anyhow, Saturday I can't be, so I'll be on flight, so I can't. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Then thank you so much. Thank you everyone for understanding. Have a great day. Take care. Bye bye.